Today is Monday, December 31st, 2012, New Year's Eve, and while this is obviously the last day of 2012, because we're looking forward to 2013, we're considering this the first episode of Recommendation Monday of 2013. So let me be the first to welcome you to the new year. I really hope it's going to be great because 2012 was awesome for pretty much it, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I had a blast. I know the rest of us did too. But first, I have to tell you that this episode of Recommendation Monday holds some bad news and some good news. One returning face, and one person leaving. You'll have to wait and find out who. Also, I should let you know very quickly that we are going to probably be doing less reviews in 2013 because in 2012, reviews every single day, every weekday. Never missed a day of anything ever. I'm super proud of myself, and so I've decided that I can take a break in 2013 and not just review something for the sake of not missing a day. Doesn't really seem like it makes sense, but this is probably a good thing in general because otherwise your feed might have been clogged with reviews you didn't care about as much. So it'll mainly be reviews you will likely care about more. The last thing I should say real quick is that usually we did the giveaway. You enter on Monday and we announce the winner on Friday, but we're switching it around, so there's no giveaway right now. It will start on Friday. From now on, you enter on Friday and we will announce the winner on Monday. And now, without further ado, let's get into the first episode of Recommendation Monday of 2013, starting off with movies. I'm very excited for the movie coming out this week. We're going into the new year with a major bang, Texas Chainsaw 3D. This weekend is usually reserved for the crappiest movies. Last year, I think it was The Devil Inside, so get pumped. And that's really it for movies. There's a couple of limited ones you just saw along the bottom, but let's move on to DVDs where there's really just one, Looper. It's actually out on the 31st, I believe, so definitely get this one. I mean, if you didn't see it in theaters, you have to check it out. If you did see it in theaters, you're probably going to pick it up. It was an awesome movie. You can check out my review by clicking the link down in the info. And that's it for movies and DVDs. Nothing really going on, but that's expected. January and sometimes February is pretty slow. But let's move on to Jake to find out if there are any video games coming out this week. Jake?
Hey guys, happy Monday and happy New Year's. I really got nothing for you this week. There's really not anything substantial coming out. However, it is that time of year where there are a lot of sales on Steam and Xbox Live and all types of things. So keep an eye out for that and start spending your money because there's a lot of really great games. A lot of games that are in the running for Game of the Year that are currently half price and more. So get looking for the deals and I'll see you guys next week. Now let's move on over to Kevin with the music.
Gracias, Jake. Soy Kevin y eso es el sección de música en la programa de Casi Todo. For our English-speaking viewers, I'm Kevin. This is our music section for the week. Now, the poll winner this week was The Hobbit, the original motion picture soundtrack. Now, the composer for this is Howard Shore. You may recognize him from such movies as The Fly or the Lord of the Rings movies or Silence of the Lambs. So he's done a bunch of movie scores, and fans of the Lord of the Rings definitely know Howard Shore, and they really like his stuff. I've heard a little bit of this soundtrack. I actually haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't really know how it ties in exactly. But from what I've heard, I mean, just as a score alone, it's obviously beautiful, very majestic, and you should definitely check it out. While we're on the topic of movie scores, obviously a very popular movie that is out right now, Les Mis. They have their soundtrack out as well. Eric and I were wondering, we were saying, and Joe, we were saying, well, is this going to have a soundtrack? Will it have a soundtrack? And yes, it does. It came out last week. I really enjoy the soundtrack. You don't necessarily have to see the movie to appreciate it because the story is kind of told through music. So this is truly like a musical, whereas The Hobbit is only a score. This is a score and so much more. People are singing and telling the story. Hugh Jackman, Anne Hathaway, it's all great. New song on there, Suddenly. And the Russell Crowe stuff you can fast forward through because it's nothing special. And now here's Andrew with the comic section.
Thanks, Kevin. So just so you guys know, this is going to be my last segment here and pretty much it. I have a lot of other things going on right now and I really can't find the time to make it down here, but it's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed my comic recommendations. But as for this week's comics, we have Punisher Nightmare #1 from Marvel. A Special Forces soldier loses his family during a mob war in the middle of Central Park. But it's not Frank Castle. It is a new character named Jake, and this obviously sets the Punisher on a rampage, fighting crime, killing the mob like he always does. And I'm just curious to see how these two characters, the Punisher and Jake, interact, seeing that they are essentially the same character. Both soldiers who lost their families to a mob-related incident. So I'm really excited to see how they pull it off. And also this week we have Punk Rock Jesus #6. This is the last issue in this 6-part miniseries. There's not much for me to say without spoiling it. I really don't want to give anything away. I want you guys to go out, buy the previous 5 issues, buy this issue, and just read it all at once. Just sit down, blast through it in an hour or less because they're comics, so it doesn't take that long to read. But it's so good. Probably one of the best miniseries I've read all year. So it's definitely worth checking out. Just go do it. Indie comics all the way, man. And last this week from Vertigo Comics, we have American Vampire number 34. The Blacklist arc has ended in the last issue, and I'm really excited to see what Scott Snyder does next. American Vampire is a great series. This is probably going to be a good jumping on point for new readers, so you can probably just jump in, pick up from where it is, and just have a blast with it. It's a really, really cool series. Skinner Sweet is an awesome character, so go check it out. And that's it for comics this week. Once again, guys, this is going to be my last segment here in PMI. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a blast for me. I hope it was just as much of a blast for you. And for me, that's pretty much it.
Yes, it is true. Unfortunately, we are losing Andrew. He's very busy with some other things. And I don't know about you guys, but I loved Andrew doing comics. So I really appreciate him having the time to come down here for a couple of months. And I will definitely be sad to see him go. But the good news is we do have someone returning and joining the Monday show. Let's send it over to him.
Oh, how cute. Hey, this is Paul. You remember me? Sorry I was away. I was locked in a food pantry. I'm back to do my Sunday classic movie recommendations, only this time I'll have a little precursor every Monday to inform you what movie I'll be watching, and that movie will most likely be on cable TV or satellite sometime during the week before. This way you can see the movie prior to the Sunday review and you could give me your thoughts. Let's start off this year's recommendations with the 1944 adventure romance To Have and Have Not, starring Humphrey Bogart, Lauren Bacall, and Walter Brennan, and directed by Howard Hawks. It is starting at 7 o'clock Saturday Eastern Standard Time on Turner Classic Movies. Hopefully you can find the time to check out this great movie, and hopefully you enjoy this new format that which we're doing classic recommendations, and I'll see you on Sunday.
I think this is going to be awesome. You guys can check out the movies that Paul is going to be reviewing, and you can see what he thought on Sunday. Please definitely check out the movie on Saturday so we can get this thing going. We'll see how it works with you guys. Let us know what you think. And that's it for this week's episode of Recommendation Monday, the final episode of 2012, but really the first episode of 2013. Like I said, I'm really excited about 2013. I just have such a great feeling for pretty much it and for the world, for everybody, for you, for me. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. Thank you so much for watching this year. I really can't thank you enough. It's been a blast. I've never had more fun on YouTube, and I've been doing it for 5 or 6 years at this point. Don't mean to get super sentimental about it, but thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for submitting the awesome artwork you guys make of us and weird stuff that we talk about. Thank you for voting in the polls. Just thank you. I hope you had a great 2012, and I hope you have a great first week of 2013. I will see you again on Friday, and that's pretty much it.